Hello everyone, this is Tormuse, and today I'm picking up where I left off in my Subnautica Below Zero hardcore game. Yeah, there were some technical difficulties or issues at the beginning of the last episode of this. I downgraded the graphics settings some more. I also turned the sound down a bit, like the in-game sound a bit. Reviewing the previous video, it felt like it was a little loud at points. Hopefully this is an improvement. But we'll see. Somebody commented that the motion blur was so bad that I apparently missed the habitat builder 4 times. So let this be a reminder. Please don't post spoilers in the comments. Don't tell me about stuff that I haven't found out about yet. I'll find the habitat builder when I find it. I'll try to be a little more thorough. I've got that material scanner thingy now, so I can scan for fragments. Probably gonna start the episode by doing that. Well, I should find means of making more batteries before I do that, probably. But anyway, finding more fragments and just generally finding things is high on my to-do list. Hell, maybe the habitat builder was in that that supply cache. There were a bunch of scattered crates around there. It might be worth returning there to take a look around. I mean, the designers of the game, they do tend to put important things near beacons, like the generated beacons for things to explore. It might be worth taking a look around there again. We'll just have to be mindful of the brine fish so I don't get frozen again. And I've got a second oxygen tank this time, so I can go a little deeper this time. Try to avoid the sea monkey so I don't get my knife stolen again. Although it might be a prudent strategy to let it steal something so I can follow it and see. Maybe it has a horde of other things that it's collected together. Maybe there will be other stuff there. That could be worth a look. Aside from that, yeah, got a few vectors to explore. Want to seek out the. A little bit of the music there. Want to seek out the sources, the distress call and all that. It's seemed pretty deep. Probably going to want to get the sea truck before I do that. Oh, and we're in. Is this speed any better? Is my imagination or is the mouse sensitivity a little sluggish? Hold on a second. Sorry. Mouse sensitivity. Yeah, let's turn that up a bit. I feel a little better. Yeah, okay. Let's drink some water. Okay, so this is hopefully a little better. Okay, let's pull this thing up and select next right click. Fragments. Okay, scan for fragments. I'm gonna grab a bladderfish. Still says searching. It's not finding anything. Grab a boomerang fish because I can. Or, I mean, assuming I can. searching. It's not finding anything. Sounds like I'm getting closer to. Whoa! Watch out for those ice flows there. You know, potential for. Oh, something did something there. Judging by the blood. Okay, anyway, yeah, this thing is not finding anything. Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna put it away and let's hope I can find some more of those ribbon plants. The ribbon plants that I found were like underneath things, like they were. Yeah, look at that! Like right underneath an ice floe without realizing it. That's gonna be a real hazard. Do not like that sound. Feels like I'm getting closer to it, and that probably should worry me. Just continuing to collect stuff because I figure this is early enough game that Coral Bridge. You know, early enough game that like everything is useful to me, so might as well keep collecting stuff. And those bits of titanium will be useful once I have the habitat builder. Neat stuff here. Here's some ribbon plants and okay, so that's another battery. That's good. I'm gonna grab a hoopfish because I can. Okay, and they've got a piece of copper along the way, so that makes the distress call origin seem closer. That's the one that's 200 meters deep, right? Yeah. Emergency supply cache that way. Pilot last known position. Delta space dock. Yeah, I need to do a lot of things. First of all, I think I want to adjust the colors of the beacons. I keep wanting to push I for inventory because that's the key in Belong Dark, and I've been playing a lot of Belong Dark lately. So you know what? What the hell? Let's make it I. Because that's just my inclination anyway, it seems. Shoot, what was I going to do? I got distracted. Oh yeah, Beacon Manager. First of all, let's make this yellow so I can find it easily. And I'm just used to them being blue. I understand why they made them orange because it's underwater and everything's blue. Yeah, well, I'll make the ones that I haven't checked out yet green. Yeah, that works. Yeah, anyway, getting distracted here. Oh, and now I just reflexively reach for tab. Darn it. Okay, you know what? I'm going to leave it as tab. You know what? Either or. There you go. Problem solved. First I'm going to eat hoopfish. And prepare water. What's making that noise? Is that a storm? Whoa. What is that noise? It's rather ominous. Ominous sounding. Okay, anyway. Right, battery. That makes me afraid to go outside, quite frankly. There we go, now I got a spare battery. Okay, seriously, what is making that noise? Is it a storm? Like, am I gonna come out to surface and find... Does this planet just have some really weird weather? Or this Arctic, the Arctic region? Anyway, yes, locker. Just toss. Nope, drop it. Ah, they changed it. Ah, oh, that's gonna take some getting used to. It's left click to put the stuff in the logger. It used to be right click for that. Okay. Now right click is drop it. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I think I want to go back to emergency supply cache. Now it's daytime. It's good time. Good time for it. Okay, turn off that map, please. It's whoa, hello. Lots of symbionts around. Wonder where the Titan holefish is. Watch out for those brine fish. Yeah, like I said in the previous episode, they have ramped up the difficulty in this, so I have to keep on my toes. Like the fact that what's that? Creature egg? Sure, I'll take it. Deprive them if they're young. Why not? Okay. Anyway, yeah. Did I like fail to search these properly? Ah. Okay. Mineral detector fragment. Okay. Yeah. So there is something I missed. Now, is there other stuff, like important, valuable stuff that I missed? All these noises. The frick? Oh, you again. Why am I hearing ghost ray sounds? Those are sound effects that I associate with the ghost ray from the previous game. What is that? The sea life fragment? I'll take it. No, you don't. I will knife you. You keep your distance. I should have this thing out, obviously. It's right here, according to this. Is it? Sorry, I'm mindful of the oxygen. Seriously though, it's detecting something right here. It wouldn't be this, I already scanned that. It's not kind of the beacon. Is something underneath here? Oh. Okay. So the little finder thingy was helpful. Thank you very much, Finder Thingy. Oh, detected something. Oh, I just went past it. There it is. Ugh. Don't want to go past these sea monkeys, but need oxygen. Oh no, you don't. Okay, let's see what's down here. Some copper. Some oxygen plant. Speaking of oxygen, let's try this thing out. Detect something. Oh, something in the sand. So how does this oxygen plant work? Like, can I like right click it? Replenish oxygen. Nice. Okay. Yes, I just click it. Sea monkey nest. Okay. Aha. Nifty. Okay, don't want to get too complacent or anything here. Let's get back to the surface. Okay, so there was no. Make sure we refill both energy, oxygen tanks. So much for that theory that there is that the habitat builder was just around here. Over here. What made that noise? There's a predator style kind of snarling there. Oh no, not you. Ah, the return of the crash fish. Raises questions, you know, about how do these life forms spread here? You know, because like the original game made it clear that there's excuse me. Is that cave something? There's a fragment there. Sulfur plant. Scanning. Laser cutter fragment. Also worth scanning. Let's replenish oxygen. Ah. Doesn't replenish it all the way, necessarily. Good to know. Whatever here. Ah, archetype. Ugh, damn sea monkeys. No, no you don't. No, 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 no. You're not stealing my stuff today. It's getting kind of dangerous under there. That's probably about as far as I should explore. without having a proper submarine of some kind, like a sea truck or whatever. Anything else in this area? Get some more quartz, I guess. I'm gonna want quartz when it comes time for. Whoa! No! Nope. Yeah, maybe I should head back. What's that? That's an egg, isn't it? Right. Yeah, I remember. Is there a crab trap fragment? I wonder, when I get frozen, am I able to look at, like, frozen by the brine fish, am I able to look at my inventory? Like, can I swap oxygen tanks? Or is it like a death sentence if it happens when I'm low on oxygen? Whoa. That looks, whoa, deep. It's deep and it makes me curious. Does this connect up with the same cavern I was already looking in? Not sure. Let me just double check, make sure my oxygen tank's full. Anything here? Left. Ah. These are coated fragments. I think that might be the last mobile vehicle bay fragment I need. Excellent. Let me grab the quartz just because. Okay, so hey, that was one of my main goals there. Get the mobile vehicle bay blueprints so that I can get that sea truck thing that I keep hearing about from Mr. Fred. So that's cool. And I kind of still would like the habitat builder. Yeah, let's fill up the rest of my inventory just because. Alright, that was, I dare say that was a pretty successful adventure out there. Let's drink some water, let's eat a fish. Somebody said that I slurp too loudly on one of my previous videos. Like, okay, I'm gonna have to be mindful about that, I guess. Let's make another locker. 50. Crab trap, I remember those. Having a beacon's going to be handy too. So let's Let's make one just so I can have it handy.
Use beacons to mark traverse territory. Show or hide the signals of your choice with your Xenoworks PDA. Now with surface support.
Now with surface support. I'll bet Unknown Worlds Entertainment got a lot of complaints about the fact that the beacons don't function properly on land in the previous game. Synthetic fibers. Laser cutter. Hey, just need some diamonds and I can build that. Don't know where to find diamonds. But yeah. Advanced wiring kit. I think that needs computer chip, which means I need table coral. Which means I regret that I didn't get table coral when I had the chance back there. I should probably go back. Go back to Delta Station. There was table coral in that area, among other things. Hey, I started off with multi-purpose room. Blueprint, that's neat. Oh no, no, I think I got that from scanning all the stuff at the Delta base. Never mind. Sorry, I got distracted. I was looking for mobile vehicle bay. There we go. Okay. Again, I need the table coral. Okay, back to Delta base for me. Yeah, I will check those out eventually. Yeah, stuff that I scanned. Research, indigenous life forms. Sea monkey nest, here we go. Large bullock structures made of packed sediment and plant matter. The sea monkeys use their wide flat tails to pack the materials and form the structure of the nest. Sea monkeys are naturally curious creatures, often drawn to metallic materials which they gather to reinforce the sides of their nests. I like how it comes up with logical explanations for these creatures to annoy you. Instructions are a repair tool. Hey, this is I think this is copy paste from the original game. Coral Bridge. Yeah, I've seen a lot of these. They look really neat. Well, these like coral tentacle-like things all over the place. Kelp root? Oh, okay. Oh, these are roots of the kelp forest. That's neat. Harvestable for resources used in fabrication. Oh. Apparently I should have tried collecting some of it. Well, in that case, maybe I'll postpone. Now Robin's the one slurping. Maybe I'll postpone visiting Delta Base just for a moment, so that I can find out if I get any new stuff from hacking at those things. That sound effect remains concerning. Also, I want a bladder fish, need some water. Demonstration dock. No, it's the other blue one. There it is. It's hailing out there. Can you get hurt by hail, like if it hits you in the head or anything like that? Things I wonder about. Oh, it's a new one. They haven't, a new sea monkey nest. Whoa, what? What was that? I saw something drop from the ceiling. It sort of spiraled down there. Gosh darn it. I mean, I could try to scan it, but... anything here? This wasn't where I intended to be, incidentally. Where was that kelp root system that I saw? Maybe I shouldn't be using the... Here it is. Is it this one? No? Can I not actually collect these? Why did it say I could? Maybe it's referring to the above ground kelp that just sort of completed the kelp with its root systems. Weird. Whatever. Okay. Well, while I'm here, maybe I will collect some of this, though. So I can make some more, what am I trying to say? Make some more, fiber mesh. Can I walk on the surface of this thing? It's just ice wall. Okay, never mind. I'm trusting the icebergs not to like fall on me or anything. Real life, I might not be able to trust that. Okay, so inventory is pretty full lately. Isn't there another? Oh, maybe I'm misremembering. I thought wasn't there another? Another one of those things. Another. Oh, maybe I used it up already. Whoops. Ah, whatever, I'll just eat it. Nom nom nom. Yeah, let's make another locker. And make some lubricant. I'm gonna need it at some point. I keep right-clicking, because that's what it used to be in the previous game. I'm going to make titanium ingot just to help clear some inventory space. Okay. Now I have a third one of these for whenever I need it. Okay. All right. So next on the agenda, back to Delta Station. Because there's, I do believe there's stuff there that I needed that I neglected. Actually, before I do that, I really should fill up. On principle, I want to go with a full food bar, food and water bar as much as possible. For that matter, maybe I should be bringing a snack along. I got the salt for it. Why don't I bring some cured meat? So I'm gonna grab one of you guys. Whoop, this way. And considering I don't have a means of recharging batteries, I'm probably using the sea light a little too much. Anyway, so I'm gonna cook up the hoop fish and prepare water. Nom. And grab one of these salts so that I can cure the peeper. Cured Arctic peeper. There you go. Now I got a snack for my long voyage. It probably won't be that long. I am gonna put a couple of waters away. Alright, Delta Station. Here we go. Yeah, I have to remember that first aid kit is number 2. If ever I'm in a situation, emergency situation where I need it. Oxygen refresh? Why not? So it gives you 30 seconds. Okay, good to know. This is so wild. And you know what? What the heck? I'm gonna explore a bit. There's no rush to go in any particular direction, because still exploring this strange new world. Let's take a look down here. Oh hey, table coral. Oh, you take the whole thing. You don't break it into bits in this time around.
Warning, passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Okay, don't want to stick around here too long then. 3 of them, like a 4th. So I can make a second computer chip. Alright, that works for me. That noise is still concerning. It will forever remain concerning until I figure out what's making it. And then it will become either more or less concerning. And I'm not sure which yet. Do I still want to go to Delta Base? Where's Delta Base? No, seriously, where is it? Oh wow, you really can't see it with the blue. Okay, yeah, blue color, bad. Just set it back to orange. Should I? Sorry, I'm just considering my options. Like, I mean, I'm considering going back to make this sea truck now that I have the capability to do so. But I'm like halfway to the Delta base. I sort of feel like I want to press on. What the heck? What are these? Friend or foe? Okay, let's get an oxygen refresh and then let's see if I can get a scan of them. They have the look of predators about them, but probably not very dangerous ones. Still, I want to be cautious about approaching them. Let's say Arctic Ray. I mean, this one looks fine. Is the other guy that looked like he might be a predator, or the same one I just saw it from a different angle? While I'm here, might as well scan for stuff. What's this? Ooh.
Warning, passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Is that a high capacity oxygen tank? Thank you very much.
New blueprint synthesized.
Builder fragment? Habitat builder. Hooray! I can make it. New blueprint synthesized bioreactor? Whoa. Did I just get a pile of stuff? Battery charger, nice! Oh, that would be incredibly useful. Power transmitter. Look at all the stuff I'm getting. What's that? Seriously though, let me just take another peek at this. Yeah, because battery charger is thinking, like who knows when I'm gonna. Oh, you need to research Windows as well. Huh. Is that all that's here? That's another ray. Okay. Watch the battery die when I'm like, whatever. Anyway, I'm glad I got the second oxygen tank. You know, I did say I was going to go the rest of the way to Delta Station. Screw it, I'm going back. I just got some pretty significant finds here. Like, got a habitat builder. So I can start building an actual base. And I've got ability to build a battery charger apparently, so that's... I've been having trouble finding the ribbon plants for making more batteries, so I think that's going to become really important, having the ability to charge batteries. Gold. Okay, all right, okay. So yeah, let's build. Actually, before I do that, hold on. New stuff they scanned. Arctic Ray. Assessment harmless. Okay. cool. Chrysanthemum coral, anything special about that? No? Okay. So what's needed? Okay, so that's the same same ingredients. Let's make that first. Okay, so need some glass. So the quartz is necessary. Need some more quartz. I should have quartz here somewhere. I should have quartz here somewhere. There you go. I've got lots of quartz. No shortage of quartz. Oh yeah, I should grab the silver while I'm at it. Yoink. Should I be cutting this stuff out? At some point, I'll get to the. I'll be at a point where I want to, you know, cut out inventory management stuff. I don't feel like I'm at that point yet. I need 4 titanium. I should have plenty here. Yeah, I've been collecting titanium, so. High capacity oxygen tank. There you go. Should I turn them both into high efficiency oxygen tanks? I'll leave the second one as standard for the moment. It's just there's my backup in case of emergency, basically. But yeah, okay. Next, yes, I want to build my base. So, okay, what do I need for the habitat builder? Wiring kit, computer chip, and battery. Okay. I trust the requirements for computer chip haven't changed. They have not. Okay. So I'm gonna need a couple of these and one of these. Make some copper wire. Make a computer chip. And do I have silver here? Yes, I do. All that stuff that I collected is paid off, or is currently paying off. Habitat builder, booyah!
Adding emergency shelter blueprints to your databank.
Emergency shelter blueprints?
With the builder tool, you can construct sea bases from raw materials, advising against exploring a frozen water continent without a base. No bed, no storage, no place to put a fabricator module. No fun.
Yeah. Incidentally, the pad that I'm carrying, oh, you can't really see it now. As you're viewing the recording, it actually says XenoWorks on it. Like, it's Robin specifically, she didn't take one of the Altera pads that they were offered, or she's specifically avoiding them, so that anyway. So okay, I like the idea. Oops, of starting with a glass compartment. I need some more quartz for that then. That's something that I got used to in my last game. I had the entry point. Ooh, I'm actually shy by 1 piece of quartz. Darn it! For what I want to do. I need to get some more quartz. Oh dear. Whatever. Let's just start building it, and then we'll figure out everything else afterward. Where do we want to build this? I want to make sure there's room for it. I want it to be close to the base there. Whoa. Oh, interesting. It turns red, and and it shows how what is overlapping. It's making it unable to build there. That's neat. Okay. Oh, right. I didn't actually turn the quartz into glass. Silly me. Okay. No, I didn't do. Excuse me. Go away. This might not be the best place for it. That's going to be in the way of the next structure that I want to build. Silly me. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just trying. I'm just visually, just trying to plan it out. Just trying to visualize it. I think. Okay, glass compartment like around here. With a hatch.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
And then, let's grab some titanium here. And, multi-purpose room? Or should I build a scan room first? Kind of like the, I think I might want to build a scanner room first, now that I think about it. Okay, yeah. Do I have more copper? There's some copper. I need one more piece of copper. Ah, darn it! I don't think I have any more copper. I use. Oh no, I do. One less copper, and there's the gold. And I've got the table coral.
A scanner room will allow you to survey the surrounding region for fragments and material resources like lithium or copper or titanium if you need help finding it. For whatever reason.
Suddenly I have a shortage of titanium. Okay. Okay, I need more stuff. Just sort of generally need more stuff. Okay, alright. Need more quartz, need more titanium. Sorry. Need more copper. Also need some food. Okay, so keeping an eye out for thinking looking for limestone chunks. Had to cycle through a lot of things to get to it. No limestone chunks around here? Because I need copper for this. I'm assuming solar panels have the same requirements. Hold on, I should take a moment to, I just noticed like 18 new blueprints. Let's take a look here. Okay, so that's, I already know about that. So these are all we'd expect. Can make a bioreactor right off the bat. That's interesting. But I want to start with solar panels. Wall lockers, freestanding lockers. Is there no limestone around here? It's a little troubling. Okay. Where did I go that had limestone? I think there, back when I was over in the direction of the, here we go. So I can use both titanium and copper, so. There you are. Yeah, this is their part of their balancing choice when making this. They there isn't metal debris scattered around because you know, we don't have the Aurora wreckage, because the plot's different. We don't have a ship shot down, so basically they redesigned so all outcroppings can produce titanium. That's your balanced choice, instead of having debris everywhere. I'll look up the quartz one here. Did I miss it? Did I swim right past it? Try and keep an eye on that scanner reading. Aha. Gotta think in 3 dimensions here. Another source of titanium. Have full set inventory. It's getting there. What is that noise? Is that like ice grinding together or something? Noticing my oxygen level. Gotta keep an eye on it because this game doesn't. I mean, it doesn't warn you about it. Annoyingly, in hardcore mode. This is behind me. That's in front of me. Oh, is it another case of it being underneath me? Aha. 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 This scanner thingy is handy. It's a nice addition to this game. Okay, now it's all full. Time to go home. And properly build up the space now. Got a couple of solar panels on there. Get a battery charger in there. Pretty nice. Let's put it on top of the metal bit.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Darn. I guess I need more quartz. But this is at least enough to... Whoa. Get the layout of the place now. Look at that. Again, I wish I could crouch. I want to get a better view of that. What's this little maze-like section down here? I'm guessing all this is the same. Ooh, oh, this is good stuff. Root pustule? That's different. Let's see if we can get some more quartz. How's that power level? One solar panel is just barely handling it. Actually, I expected it to be dropping faster, but okay. So there are only 2 quartz pieces in range? Oh, 3, okay. Before I do that, battery charger, wire kit, copper wire. I should be able to handle that. Copper wire. I should have some silver here. Wiring kit. Yeah. Let's build that battery charger. And put it over here, I guess? Right next to the door when I come in. Why is this the default feature of the habitat builder now? As soon as you build something, it gives you the option to build it again. Like no, I don't need another one. That's silly. It's trying to unload it. It's going to deplete the power really quickly, or maybe not. Maybe the power's fine. Okay. No complaints. Okay, now the power's starting to drop. Yeah, the sun's going down, so that's not going to be power for much longer. I'd hope to get my second solar panel before nightfall, but oh well. Okay, well, let's take this one that's nearly full and just pop it in here so I have my emergency escape. And while I'm waiting, I'll charge this as much as I can overnight while I find some food. Hello, lunch. Hello, additional lunch. And a drink to wash it down. Okay, yeah, so starting to get the base up and running. I'm gonna want the chip at some point, the chip which lets you see what the scanner room sees. Yeah, powered down already.
Emergency power only.
That was to be expected. These and one of these. Why is it organizing like that? To put them on different sides of the first aid kits. Weird. Okay. This inventory's looking pretty full. Let's toss a bunch of junk in here. Okay. How much did it actually get them charged in the end? Not much. Scan range 300 meters. Oh, hey, that's nice of you to inform me of that. I can't turn it off to tell it to stop scanning. Interesting that it still displays the map, even though there's no power. Anyway. Okay, well, this still has a bit of power, so let's tell it to scan for... Whoops. Oh, select previous F. Okay. For a second there, I thought I couldn't go back. But yeah, I need some quartz for additional solar panels. Or I could just build a bioreactor, that's an option too. Kind of bulky though. There you go. Salt? Why not? Whoa. Be mindful of your surroundings. It's 3% power left. Sooner or later, I'm going to wander right smack into the thing that's making out those noises. This thing's almost out of power. But if it gets me a few bits of quartz, then it serves its purpose. For this journey. Okay. Pengy. Obscure reference. Hey, it's daytime.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Let's pull this guy out temporarily just so I can let's get these solar panels built here. Oh wow, pushing when it's on that screen where it's trying to build the next one, you can't push the put away item button. It doesn't do anything. 84% sun, 85%. Oh hey, this one's slightly. Oh okay, so I guess that percentage is related to how high the sun is in the sky. Neat. Yeah, these are slowly charging. What's needed for the chip? Yeah, I need magnetite. Okay. Not gonna be doing that for a while, probably. Camera drone. Does this not start off with camera drones? No controllable cameras found. Okay. You have to actually build them. Interesting. What is root pustule? Apparently it's at the bottom of this thing. Is that worth looking for? I have no idea. I don't know what that is. Apparently there are a few of them down there. Like having my little glass enclosure here. Battery charger still doing its work. I swear those are charging slower than they do in the original game. Well, I'm gonna pop one of these into the scanner. I don't. Okay, and I'll pop one into the mineral detector. The other scanner. Let's go down there. Let's see what we can see. Just to figure out where the entry point is. I think, or at least I assume, it's the same cavern that. You know what? Let's build a sea truck. I bet the sea truck would be really good at going down there. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. I'll let the batteries charge. Yeah, just let the batteries charge on their own, and then I'll get other stuff done. Right, okay, so if I wanted to, what's all this? Upgrades? Siege upgrades? Oh yeah, I guess I knew about that. That's a new thing. You can build it at the fabricator instead of in the moon pool. you know? Anyway, I built a titanium ingot. Oh, I need more table coral. I need table coral. Darn it. So I can make the next computer chip. Darn it. Darn everything. Darn to heck. Okay. I need more batteries. I need a lot of things. Okay. What else can I do in the meantime? Oh, I know. Why don't I, if there's space for it, oh shoot, I should pick out a battery. I don't like having so few batteries. Trying to be efficient and while they're charging, get other stuff done. I mean, I could just venture out again. I don't want to venture out without a full complement of, you know, stuff that I need, like batteries. Is there room for it here? Darn it. Well, this isn't the greatest. Okay. Reassessing. Reassessing my options here. Okay, I think I want to put the multi-purpose room here with a bioreactor, and then have the scanner room branching off it over here. That's the new plan. Because the scanner room only has 2 attachment points, one on either end. I was really hoping there'd be enough room for the multi-purpose room here. It's fine. That means I need to. Okay, this is fine. Solar panel? Oh. Just put the solar panels on here for the moment. I mean, I could just cut this out, but I did get someone saying that she wanted to see me doing my base building, so I'm going to leave this in. This is all going to be part of the video. Okay, so multi-purpose room. Here we go. Do I have enough titanium? Hey! All base strengths impacted, that's fine. And is there room for the scan room here? Can I rotate that? Good, okay. Excellent, alright. Okay, I just need 3 more titanium. That should be fine. I got some extra titanium from the excuse me, I'm just trying to open it. Thank you. Should have enough to build this now. There you are. And one more solar panel, I'll just put it up here, I guess, if I can. When it's hailing like this, when it's storming, does that impact the Oh, there's lightning up there. I wonder if it, anyway, I wonder if that impacts the solar panels' ability to generate power. I think it would make sense if it did. I have enough materials for this. Ah, darn it, I'm shy by one piece of titanium. It's fine, it's fine. I'll finish building that later, I guess. How are these things doing? Fully charged. Well, 2 of them are. And this is close enough. There, and I have a full battery standing by as a backup. And this can just sit here and charge for a bit. In fact, I might just... There. Should be all full by the time I get back. And I can... I was gonna say, and I can put a bioreactor here. Well, I need more titanium for that too. Need a lot of things. I want to build some lockers, but I need titanium for that too. Ah, okay. Maybe I should just... It's weird to have a titanium shortage like this. But yeah, that seems to be the way we're going here. All the things I want to do need more titanium. Like I'm thinking of, oh, I'll do this. Oh, I'll do that. I'll limestone. Anyway, it kind of doesn't matter. Like any outcropping. Why can't I just set it to search for any outcropping? That would be nice. Incidentally, how long has this recording been? It's about an hour and a half. Okay, I'll stick my sweater off while I was at it. Yeah, okay, alright, so current plan. Let's feed myself up here. And then I'm going to go over to the, in the direction of Delta Base. Yeah, check things out there. Just take a look around the general area. Where's the other one? Down here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's got a full complement of batteries again. So yeah, let's head in this direction and just gather resources as I go, like including basic resources. Just basically anything and everything. Fill my inventory with it. More quartz, yeah. Any opportunities for more titanium will be welcome. Ribbed plants also welcome. Thank you very much. Bunch of them here. Yeah, but yeah, as I was saying, current plan, head in the direction of the Delta Station. Gather some basic resources as I go. On the list of things I need is table coral, so keep an eye out for that. That stuff down there. What was that noise? That sounded uncomfortably close.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Oh. That's a different message. Haven't heard that before. Dangerous in what way? Like, how dangerous are we talking about? I do still want to get some, and how...
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Truthful, darn it. Just drink water, that's a bit wasteful, oh well. How dangerous is this weather they're talking about? Like, don't go to the surface kind of dangerous? Like, since I haven't heard that message before, I'm presuming that means more dangerous than the hail, which appears to not be dangerous at all. Okay, got a good collection of stuff now. Let's make yourself another battery. That's very welcome. How's my base doing? So these are all full now. That's nice. So yeah, so I was planning to put a bioreactor here and then put an interior grow bed off to the side and plant that seed thingy. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. Need another battery. Wait, how many? Oh, getting myself mixed up. I thought is it organized these different? I was expecting the battery in a different place. I don't know. Whatever. What's this dangerous weather is talking about? I was expecting to see something really dramatic up there. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, bioreactor. So I need wiring kit and lubricant. Okay. Got all this stuff. Oops. Wiring kit and lubricant. Okay, so I've used up a fair bit of silver. I might not have any left. So like, yeah, there's hailstones. I've seen hailstones so far up to this point. Seriously, come on. We're good here. Okay. Let's see. Got some wiring kit. And I've got some lube in here. there should be fine. No, I don't want to build a second bioreactor. Why is that its default? I don't understand. Yeah, so if I have the... Do I not have interior grow beds? I do not have the blueprint for interior grow beds. Okay. Chic plant pot it is. It'll be chic. And I'm going to go back to my pod here, and I'm going to get the little shrub nut, which I've been faithfully holding on to here for precisely this purpose. And I can plant here, I hope. Yay! Little shrub growing there. Cool. Alright, yeah, can't do anything with that at the moment. Still curious about this root pustule thingy. Still want some proper supplies for that. Okay, also want some lockers. Do I have any titanium left? Can I build... Okay, so this is... yeah, let's just get rid of these things now, probably. Well, not now, but once I have proper lockers in there, get rid of them. Okay. Ah, there's my titanium. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna want to build some lockers. I'm gonna want to build some, I don't know, get out of the way. Guess I'll just build them along this wall here. Should I build them all? Should I put a fabricator here? I'll leave space for fabricator, I guess. And a little bit more in case. Yeah, I'll start building here. Hey, look, the first time I've used this feature. Now let's get all this junk out of here and put it in the lockers. And then I can retire these floating lockers for good. Because these are super not convenient. It's annoying. You have to look for the right pixel to click on. Just throw everything in there. Is it my imagination, or is that locker bigger than in the previous game? Okay, just double check. So this is empty now, right? Well, it's not empty. Oh, okay. Okay, so that one's empty. That one's empty. That gets, and giving me the option of picking it up, it really tells me it's empty in itself. Okay. Here we go. I can sort them some other time. Alright, okay. So, base is looking in good shape. It's got power, it's got an alternate source of power if I need more power during the night. Oh yeah, I didn't, oop, I slurped again. I didn't complete the, I didn't complete that third Solar panel. Now what? What's copper? Okay. 3 solar panels, got battery charger, got a scanner. Feel better about the scanner once I got the the chip that lets me see what the scanner sees. But in the meantime, I can make myself a computer chip. I think I will build a fabricator in there. What do you need for the fabricator again? Two titanium, 2 copper, and quartz. Probably just pull all of this stuff out of there. Right. Huh? There you go. Now I can build stuff in here if I want. But less space because I figured I don't know if the medical kit fabricator is a thing in this game. Anyway, probably better to put it on the other side. I don't know. Got lots of options. I'm gonna want to build reinforcement at some point. In fact, I might just build that now. Yeah, I'll pass. I'll build it later. Let's stay focused on the task at hand. I want to build a sea truck. So that means I need the what did I need the computer chip for? Was the computer chip needed for the mobile vehicle bay? Yes. Okay. Sorry, I'm allowing myself to get distracted by competing priorities. Should probably put these. I don't have a surface to put the frame picture on yet, but I'll at least put the posters up. Titanium ingot, where's my blueprint? Put the post. Oh, I guess right click. Put the posters up here for now, I guess. Might move these later. Cool. Right, lubricant. And we can do the first fabrication. This still takes 5 power, right? Yeah. Takes up the same amount of space in the inventory. Ah. Fills up a lot more of your field of view. They look the same though. Let's hop on and see. So, titanium ingot, advanced wiring kit, powers up lead to glass. Okay. Looks really inhospitable up here. Okay, do I have enough titanium for that titanium ingot? I do not think so. It's fine. Time for another adventure, I guess. That's cool, that's fine. Shoot, I slurped again, sorry. How's this thing doing? 29%. Work in progress. Alright, okay, so let's get some food and let's set out for another resource gathering mission. Where's the food? Why don't the food just come to me? It's typically in this game you don't really have to. I mean, the actual grabbing them can be a little annoying when they dart around like that, but you typically don't really have to search that much for them. You know, they're just kind of all over the place. Look at me, guys. Seriously? Come on. Yoink. Gotcha. Any more bladderfish? Could do with some more water. Huh. Noticing features that, yeah. Sorry, this is interesting. I mean, comparing it to the map that we saw in the previous episode. One more. Yeah. Let's focus on the bladderfish. Need more water. Grab one more. These guys. And maybe I'll save the other ice clubs for later. Just toss them in here. And toss one extra waters in there. Drink that now. This is fine for now. Alright, let's once again let's head off in this direction. So I've got a fair bit of quartz now. I want to get these outcroppings, so I need more titanium. That's the resource I'm a little more concerned about at the moment. Plus any opportunities to scan fragments would be welcome too. Those are 2 titanium each. Yoink. Someday, at some point, I'm sure I will find out what it is that's making that noise.
Warning, passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Haha. Yes. Normally I'd like to have the flashlight out, but it's like the restriction on the number of quick slots is annoying, and it just... Oh, what the hell? I'll grab some quartz while I'm here. Three more inventory slots. Okay, so 2 more inventory slots. Let's basically just grab the first 2 things. There you go. That'll do it. Cool. Yeah, I was starting to wonder earlier. I was starting to comment it on earlier, and then I got distracted and I forgot to continue. But actually, no, let's move over here. It is rather curious that there are so many of the same life forms over here. You know, the hoopfish, the bladderfish, boomerang fish. It's also curious that Margaret made it over here. And I was kind of thinking that I wonder if maybe there's a portal that no one else found that you know, that brings the life forms here, because they're isolated, like from the original game. They're isolated, right? They're in that crater, that 2 kilometer by 2 kilometer crater that the whole game takes place in. And there's, ooh, I guess that's, was that a power surge making the lights flicker from the lightning? Anyway, sorry, getting distracted. Yeah, I mean, like in Margaret's case, like the only explanation surely is that she found some portal here. I mean, how else could she have gotten to this completely different region that's presumably like many miles away? You know what? I'm just gonna put the flashlight away. I might not even use it in the game. I mean, I like the light from the flashlight more than the light from the Sea Glide, but the lack of slots. I mean, having to use one for the first aid kit. I don't know if I'm told. I mean, like, I'm gonna tolerate it for now. But if at any point I have to start a new game, I am totally installing a mod which gives me more quick slots, because it's stupid. There's no reason for this. no reason exists for it to be restricted to 5 quick slots. That it makes no sense. I don't know why they designed that way. I don't know why they fixed it when they made the sequel. Why they didn't fix it. Anyway. Yeah, alright, titanium ingot. Advanced wiring kit next. So that means I need 2 pieces of table coral, and I've got 1 here, and I did I have another one over here? I'm gonna have to get more. Darn it. Okay. Alright. Back at it, I guess. Back in that direction for no particular reason. Except that I did see table coral there along the way. And I'll grab more, you know, titanium and other stuff while I'm at it.
Warning, passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Starting with warning makes me nervous. That's just a ray. What's this? Could this be something of note? Sea truck fragment. Or titanium. It's always good. Ooh. Okay, so I got a nice complement of table coral now. But might as well fill up the inventory before I head back. Of course, why not? Like, need for quartz kind of tends to sneak up on me. Like, don't need it that often. It's often just enough that they forget to replenish it. So why not? Ribbon plants, sure. Whoa! The frig! Move, 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 move! What the frig? What the frig? Okay, I did see something dangerous. That's the thing that I saw earlier. I thought it made me go, oh, that looks like a predator, and I should probably be careful around it. Brute shark. It's got its back to me. I'm taking advantage of that. Whew, that startled the heck out of me. That'll get your heart racing. Okay. I'm alright. It's all good. Yeah, because I saw it. I saw it earlier. And I was saying, that looks like a predator. And then I ran into the ray, the Arctic ray, and it made me second guess myself. I was like, Is that what I saw earlier? That doesn't look that threatening. Anyway. I'm okay. That was an adventure. And I wasn't that worried about my oxygen getting that low because at the back of my mind I remember I have another 30 seconds in the other tank, so I can switch when necessary. Make another battery, yay! I like having a second backup battery around with me. Anyway, yeah, I've got the table coral. What was I planning to get? I was planning to get to the advanced wiring kit, right? For which I need a computer chip, so I should have another piece of gold. Here we are. So I make copper wire, which I use to make a computer chip. And then, do I have enough? Oh, I need some. Yeah, advanced wiring kit. So one thing it needs copper, silver, and gold. Copper wiring for the computer chip, gold for the computer chip, silver for the wiring kit. I don't know if I have. I don't think. I'm pretty sure I don't have any more silver. Darn it. I have to go scan for argentite, I guess. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna make a sea truck. I swear I'm gonna make it. How's this guy doing? 79%? Work in progress. Keep on working. Okay. Argentite outcrop. Just give me an idea which direction to go in. So that's me, the center there. I don't have a compass. I want a compass. Oh, but I need silver for that too, don't I? I mean, unless the requirements changed. Yeah. Okay, need some silver. Okay, so there are two of them that way. Whatever direction that away is. I'm keeping facing the same direction. Okay. So it's that way. Argentite outcrop. Chance of silver, that's what we're looking for. We're off in this direction somewhere. Apparently. I still love these structures, these like tentacle-like structures of coral. That still, they remain pretty cool. I'm gonna grab these while I'm at it. Oh, I didn't actually empty my inventory, did I? Whoops. Ooh, heard a beep. Oh, that's neat. Is it down here? Perhaps. Okay, scan this time. I don't think I quite got it. Darn it. I tried. I tried. Is that it? Over here, or he's down here. There we are. Okay, well, that was a bust. Didn't actually get any silver this trip. This Let's go actually unload my inventory and then try this again. Another locker here? Sure. Throw those in here for now. Okay. Alright. Right, anyway, getting distracted. Oh, it's stacking a lot of argentite. It's over that away. This away. This away. So there should be lots of argentite in this direction somewhere. Somewhere around here. Waiting for this thing to start beeping. Anytime now. Should start beeping any second, right? It is definitely set to scan for argentite. Why isn't it beeping? I mean, looking at the map, it looks like there's tons of it in this direction. Oh, is that the Titan holefish that they kept alluding to? You stay away. Now, is this so-called Titan holefish dangerous? The answer is probably. Then, like, judging by the description of the symbiotes. Can I can't access inventory. Damn brine fish. Damn sea monkeys, damn everything. Technical fish. Quit it. I'm trying to scan a thing here. Looks like those are eyes on the yellow end, yellowish end. Getting distracted from my mission here. I'm looking for silver. Silver, there we go. Now we're making progress. What is that? It's like bumping into it here. Those damn sea monkeys are making me nervous. Any second it's going to take away my mineral detector, I'm sure of it. There we go. 2 pieces of silver. That's as much as my nerves can handle at the moment. Plus I want to read up on this so-called Titan holefish, find out what his deal is. Carnivores. Oh yeah, the brute shark. Ooh, that looks vicious. Common shark-like predator with low intelligence. Relatively streamlined body, enables fast navigation in tight spaces, yellow turquoise coloration, provides camouflage in shallow waters. If you say so. Slow moving, it ambushes small fish from above. It says minor threat. It took off 1/3 of my hit points with one bite. I'd call that a moderate threat at least, but maybe that's just me. So Titan holefish, what's this guy's deal? Large docile herbivore, okay. Which emits oxygen and is defended by the small aggressive symbiotes which accompany them. Okay, so stupid and delicious. Ward off any push away from entirely evolved entirely beyond basic survival mechanisms like speed, intelligence, or hunting. It exists in a semi-permanent state of unreflective calm, swimming forward on impulse, fully trusting the complex ecosystem which supports it. Valuable oxygen source if you can reach it. Huh, okay. Oxygen source, eh? Okay, so the Titan holefish itself is not dangerous. It's the symbiotes that surround it are dangerous. They like their oxygen source, I guess. Alright, oops, quit doing that. For some reason I keep hitting escape. Probably because escape gets you out of the inventory in Long Dark, which again I've been playing a fair bit. Anyway, put the other components for the thing over here. Let's build that advanced wiring kit. I think this thing is draining power just by being out in my inventory here. Right, alright, okay. Stay focused. So we got the titanium ingot, advanced iron kit. Need 2 pieces of glass. So where are you at? Quartz. It just occurred to me, this thing is still scanning, isn't it? So I'm wondering, like, why is my power so low? Oh, right. You can stop scanning now, thank you. You did a good job, scanner thing. Thank you very much, but, hey, pick up a shrub nut. Nice. So, I'm gonna build another sheep plant pot and plant that, I think. There you go. How fast is... How fast does it produce them? There's another one there. I want a third one. I mean, I don't know how fast it produces them. I know in original Subnautica, 2 bulbo trees is enough to sustain you, like, completely. Like, you can just, like, that's all you need. You can sustain yourself. It gives you enough food and water to sustain yourself completely. And as soon as you exhaust one, you replant the seeds and subsist on the second one. And you just alternate between them. Anyway, right. Okay. So lead and power cell needed. 3 pieces of lead. 1, 2, 3. All those gala, whatever you call them, thingies that I collected paid off. And time to make power cell. Oh, right, the power cell needs silicone rubber. Do I? I don't think I have any. Do I? I do have some. Excellent. Okay, that worked out. Power cell. I think I have all the ingredients I need then. Excellent. Now we get to find out. Great, it's hailing. Maybe not be the best circumstances for doing this, but I'm gonna go for it. Sea track. Achievement unlocked truckin. Yeah. I was just thinking of calling the, you know, titling this video "Keep on Truckin'." Maybe I still will. Nice. This looks cool. How do I get in? It doesn't have a clear highlightable thing. It says click here to enter it. Ah, enter it from the above. Okay. Upgrade panel is here. How do you... Okay. It has... I know it has a standard maximum depth of 150 meters. How do I increase that? Plastic ingot. I need more lithium. Okay. And enamel glass. Don't you need diamond for that now? Yeah. Haven't found any diamond. Okay. Well. Let's try this thing out. Okay, so I'm presuming this is kind of like the sea moth. Temperature 7 degrees. What if they go above water? Can I go above water? Can we breach the surface? Anyway. This is so cool. It just occurred to me, I don't have a repair tool. I should have built that next. I believe that... Nice. I believe that requires silicone rubber, if I'm not mistaken. And I think that was the last piece of silicone rubber I have. Yeah. That reminds me. Oh yeah, and I also want to build another battery. And another medkit. Feel better with having some, you know, spare first aid kits around. Right. Alright, okay. Yes, a repair tool requires rubber and sulfur. Okay, there it is. Yeah. Okay. Let's head over to our rubber trees. What was that noise? Anyway. Get over here. Yoink. Ooh, watch out for that guy. Oh, no you don't. No, 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 no. Leave me alone. Yeah, I'm gonna get some more of that as well. See it, I'm trying to grab it. Maybe it isn't fully developed enough? Oh, okay, there you go. Okay, some fiber mesh. Silicone rubber. Should I make more silicone rubber? Probably gonna need more lubricant than silicone rubber, quite frankly. Whatever. I need this. I need this. There you go. Does it come with a battery, by the way? Interesting. You know what? Yeah, even though the repair build tool doesn't require a battery to build, it comes with a battery. So hypothetically, that's a loophole in the way this thing operates that can give you some free batteries if you can't find the ribbon plants. Just build a few repair tools and then extract the batteries from them. Right. Okay. Just want to grab one of these guys for. Make sure I have Make sure I'm well fed for this journey. Okay. Now, I need to decide where I'm going to go. Also, I need to check out how long this has gone on. Okay, so it's 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, so I'm going to head out on one final mission, I guess, with my sea truck, check it out and stuff, and then I'll probably call it a day. Do I want to move things forward and check out the processing position? This thing's noisy. Or maybe, I was kind of interested in checking other stuff around the Delta Station dock, but I don't know. Distress call origin or pilots. You know what? Let's check this out. It's closer and it's deeper, and yeah, the fact that it's deeper. Oops, sorry guys. It's yeah, the fact that it's deeper is the reason for wanting to go this way, or wanting to put this sea truck's strength to the test. Its ability to go deeper, or allow me to go deeper. Of course, going deeper also means potentially running into dangerous things, so still do worry about that. The sea truck makes some very distinctive, like, truck-like noises. They're uncomfortably loud for, compared to, say, the sea moth. Oh, hello, brood shark. Okay. Is that a bit of alien technology there? What's that? I don't suppose this has the means of, like, grabbing stuff, does it? That's just, okay, right-clicking just turns the lights on and off. Left-clicking doesn't seem to do anything. Okay.
Warning. Fasten 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
What is this? I can't scan it? Seriously? Little vehicle day fragment, that's just want to be mindful of that guy. Urban science, why not? What is that? Why is that? Oh, it's nifty. It remains in the same orientation. Does it take power to reoxygenate you? Doesn't look like it. It's very energy efficient. It's only used 2% power so far. I did want to change the color so I can find it more easily. Oops. Okay, yeah, seriously though, what are these things? Hello? jerk. Don't make me ram you. Yeah, like the sea moth, like would always orient itself. You know, with relation to gravity, but this one doesn't seem to necessarily. I try to be mindful of the brute shark's location. More silver, excellent. Make that compass now. More root plants, why not? Sea truck is there. 156 meters deep. This is beyond the safe depth of the sea truck at this point. Yeah. Okay, let's not get too distracted here. I am getting quite distracted here. Ooh, inventory's almost full. Where is my destination I'm looking for again? Oh, okay, there it is. But yeah. Bear in mind that, wait, no, that's pilot last known position. I was looking for... There it is. Alien distress call origin. It's 150 meters away in that direction, but there's like stuff in the way. Okay. Let's repair this thing, please. Since I filled up on all the other stuff, I do want to. Okay, I want to leave those last couple inventory slots available for something else. Here, drink water. Freeze up inventory slot. Seriously, how do I get the there? So I have to circle around. There's all this alien debris around, which is for some reason unscannable. Where are you? 179 meters away. Maybe I will grab the Argentate. just went down in the wrong place. I just need to get over it here. I'm okay. The sudden impact. Okay, what is making that noise? What was that? A combination of the darkness and the music and strange noises is just making for a tense atmosphere at the moment. Okay, sometimes it reorients itself, anyway. What's down here? Is there an alternate way down? Oh, this is interesting. Pardon me. Can I fit through there? Okay. It's a bit of a tight squeeze. Approaching the depth limit. Okay, maybe this is about as far as I should allow myself to go. It's 126 meters that way. How do I get there? It's not clear.
Warning, passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Don't like that noise. Be mindful of where the sea truck is. Friggin' sea monkeys. Friggin' crashfish. Friggin' everything. Let's just hop in here for a quick oxygen refresh. Assess what I want to do. Should probably unload all my junk here. I was a little too eager to pick stuff up, I think. Okay, I'll take another peek down here. Wary of the sea monkeys. Oh, I can't read the description. I'm gonna search for anything. I'm gonna search for fragments. What's that? Sandstone? Oh, okay. Did I scan this? I guess I'll grab it. Haven't seen any gold in a while. Oh, hello. Propulsion cannon fragment. Oh. Is this those pustule things that I heard about? I don't know what they are. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna eat my fish so I can carry another one. I don't know how many of them I want. I don't know. I think that is okay. I'm starting to panic because I lost track of my sea truck. There it is. Okay. Don't panic. Okay, I'm in I still have the extra oxygen tank as a backup. I think I'm gonna return home. I'm gonna unload stuff, and I'm gonna head out again. What's making that sound? Is that just the brute shark again, or something else? I don't know. It's all good. Got some stuff. I got the means of making some more batteries, so I'm not quite as worried about the shortage of batteries. So that's something. Got a bit of gold. Gold is apparently a little harder to find this time around. The you know, in the you know, Ramesses monkey. In the in the previous game, like, gold is one of those things. It isn't exactly super easy to find. Well, I mean, it comes in both sandstone and shale outcroppings. But the ratio of frequency of finding it to frequency of needing it is such that you're basically never ever in a situation where you're like, oh, I need gold and I don't have any, you know? It's the kind of thing you just basically always like have extras of. This contains highly reactive compounds. I was hoping that, okay, it didn't let me scan it. I was hoping that when I picked it up, it would, I was hoping it would like give me new blueprint required or something, and tell me what I can do with it. Under aquatic navigation vehicle for fun and function additional abilities to be yeah. Yeah, that's I really read that. Yeah, I don't recall any blueprints having that in their. Oh yeah, spiral plant clipping. Is that spiral plant? That isn't the thing that I found, right? Oh yeah, crashfish. Hold on. I think this is equip stasis rifle, repulsion cannon, or similar before approaching shallow caves. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's copy paste from the previous game, I think. What's this? Tech equipment. Repulsion cannon. Oh yeah. Some species are telekinetic. For everyone else, there's Altera. Which, incidentally, this sentence right here is a bit of world building. Or universe building, I guess. Establishing that there are other alien races that are the aliens that built they were researching Kara and all that in the previous game aren't the only aliens around. There are other aliens that humanity has met. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with these things. I collected 3 of them. I'll put them to use. Let's eat a shrub mat. Oh no. Is that another one? It's cool. Again, I don't know how fast they grow back, but yeah, I do want another emergency snack though to take with me. So hopefully I can find another Arctic peeper to turn into a cured variant. zeroing in on the peepers because they just because they have the highest nutrient cost account of stuff I found here besides Reginald. I don't think I've seen a Reginald so far, or have I? Did I say a Reginald earlier in the previous episode? Anyway, so I've got my snack, and just grabbing some random stuff on the way back, just because I can. And could do some more water as well. And then I'm gonna venture out there again. And then I'll call it a day. That's the plan. We have lots of spare water. Where's my salt? Cured Arctic peeper. Oh yeah, and the other peeper I'll just put them aside. Put a couple water bottles aside too. And everything else. Is this inventory too full to be going out with? And the answer is probably. Like for one trip at a time, I don't really expect to be out long enough to need 4 water bottles and 4 first aid kits, but I don't know where to draw that line at the moment, so I'm just gonna stick with the current plan. Okay. Alright, one last try. Let's head on over to Alien Distress Cove Origin. See if we can find this. And let's prioritize finding it this time, fill up inventory afterward. There might be, sorry guys, there might be other stuff of interest here. Sorry, those things piss me off for some reason. I'm probably being needlessly mean to them. Alright, let's get on over ahead of this thing and see if we can figure out how to reach it. Sidestepping over it. Ugh, the change in music and also the relative darkness, it's just, oh, what's this? It's a cable. It's a gigantic cable. I believe I will follow it. Well, before I follow it, let's see if I can scan it. I have a feeling I can't, just like I couldn't scan the other thing. Feels like I should be able to scan it. I wonder, gosh darn it, how much knowledge does Altera have of the aliens, I wonder? Because, like, in the original game, all indications were that Is that okay? Sorry, that kind of looks like a giant eyeball and it's messing with me, but I think it's actually a titan fish. this isn't a seriously titanic leviathan here, or anything like that. Anyway, it's just a titanic fish. But yeah, the shoot, what was I saying? Yeah, Altera obviously has knowledge of the aliens now, even if they didn't over the course of the first game. Like, they referred to research into Kara. Having seen that one Titanfall, I know that these are all Titanfall. If I came here first and I saw those, that would freak me the heck out. Because it looks like a bunch of eyeballs. Anyway. Huh, the cable is going up to the iceberg. What are those? Oh, brine fish. Watch out for those. Ooh. Darn it. This is a circumstance where I would like to have my flashlight. Shoot. Maybe I should get into the habit of taking it with me then. Because it's nighttime. Alright. Coming for it. Let's go up there. Just use the light source on the sea glider for the moment. Where is this cable leading? What does it connect to? The frig is that? I'm trusting that it can't do anything to me when it's in the water, and I'm not. At least I'm hoping so. But in any case, shoot, it goes back into the water. Okay. End of wire. I need to get back in the water. Sea truck over there. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Lots of those things around. I have no idea how dangerous they are, if at all. I mean, they look like jellyfish. I mean, real life jellyfish can sting you, but I don't know. These look kind of docile. Should I hop out and scan it? Just trust it's not gonna like suddenly reach out and sting me. Eye jelly. Just made of 3 distinct value sections. These venomous harpoon-like structures called venomous. It's triggered by touch. Okay, so yeah, they can sting you if you touch them. So just don't touch them. It doesn't have the summary at the bottom. I missed that. miss the descriptions having the summary. Anyway. Okay, so I labeled it end of wire. It isn't actually the end. It's just the end bit that I could see. And I like capitalizing starts of sentences, so I was just in a rush because I was noticing how cold I was getting, and hello, hi jellies. Don't mind me just passing through. I'll get back to checking the alien distress call origin shortly-ish. I just want to see if this it just goes into solid rock? Crap. Or is there something here? Can I trust you guys to stay put and just not come after me if I like check this out here? What have we here? It's not scannable. Thought maybe it was. I thought maybe I could pass through it and. What is this? Thought maybe it was like one of those portals you could pass through, like in the previous game where it's like, oh, it's copper. Sure, I'll take it, I guess. Yeah. So I can't pass through there. I guess it's just a window from inside whatever structure this cable is feeding. Okay, so if the cable is going in here, is there an alien structure within this iceberg? What is that on this shore? All this stuff. This isn't Delta Station, is it? Where's Delta Station? It's over there. It's almost a kilometer away. Whatever this is, I don't think it's what I was looking for, but what the hell, I'll check it out while I'm here. The alien distress call beacon can wait for another day. Pouch bulb. Violet snow cone? Steam vent. Does it produce heat? Perhaps? Maybe? Doesn't seem to be warming me up. Okay. You know, the fact that the temperature is only an issue when you're out of the water is kind of a neat game mechanic, in that you have to, you come to the surface to refresh oxygen, but then you have to go back underwater to refresh temperature. Yep. Okay, so it intermittently warms you up. That's cool. I shouldn't have. I'm regretting that I left the beacon behind. This is probably where I should have put the beacon, so I can check this out again. But whatever. At least. What have here? Pick up jukebox. JT music. Don't hold your breath. Okay, I need to build a jukebox now. We should find out what this song is like.
Hypothermia imminent.
Hypothermia imminent. Interesting. Let's hang out here for a bit. So I can check out what I found. Geological data. Steam vent. Periodic intense hot water vapor eruptions emerge from crevices in the ice sheet. It's hot enough to cause severe first-degree burns in any accidental bystander, though standard Altair multiple-purpose dive suits are sufficient for averting skin damage. Huh. Okay. So they aren't dangerous at all. What have we here? Oh, Lillian.
Zeta, I have kind of a funny question for you. Have you picked up any kind of unusual interference during any of your robotics work?
You mean like Parvin looking over my shoulder and telling me I'm assembling my circuits wrong because it's not how his dad did it back in the day?
No. Like electrical interference in the audio or video. Any kind of flickering or clicking.
Huh, can't say that I have. Why?
Oh, so it doesn't extend as far as the bay.
What doesn't?
When Fred was bringing me for my eval, we detected something. Almost like an SOS.
At Delta? How retro. What was causing it?
I think architects are trying to communicate with us.
Architects.
You always think that.
Look, it may be my job to always think that, but I'm very good at my job. Not that HR seems to care.
I won't breathe a word of this to Emmanuel.
Thanks. You're a good friend.
Okay, so Zeta works in electronics apparently, or robotics I should say. Couch bulb. This kind is unfit for human consumption. Okay, this is all flavor text stuff. I think there's any images there. The noises that these things make is off-putting. Let's bring this on over here. Okay, alright. Anything else of note around here? Probably. Just know where to look. Should I just explore this whole island, I guess? This isn't really what I set out here for. What's that? I don't know. So that looks like some kind of communications antenna, I guess. Just looking around the corner here for in the interest of thoroughness. Let's see if there's okay, it's just another site for being able to get on and off land.
All-Terra facility beacon detected nearby. Unique identifier. Phi Robotics Center.
Okay, so this is where Robin's working then. I mean, not Robin. Sam. Where Sam was working. And it's a little warm here. Nice. Firebox landing pad, 159 meters. What do you think? Marble anemone? An anemone that's above ground? Think of anemones as like underwater creatures. Stalagmite. Extreme bacteria capable of surviving and reducing increased temperatures. It's possible thanks to antifreeze agents secreted by the bacteria, which keeps the cell environment in a liquid state and prevents destructive ice crystal formation within. That's neat. Terrestrial anemones. Yeah. Commensal relationship with small clusters of fungi that feed off anemones' secretions. Three forms of symbiotic relationships: mutualism, commensal, and parasitic. Mutualism means that both of them help each other. Commensal means they live side by side, but they don't hurt or help each other. And then there's parasitic, where one feeds off the other. So it's kind of neat that they use a technical term like commensal there. I just think it's because I'm a big nerd. Anyway, what have we here? This looks like an icy variant fevered pepper tree. This is icy variant of that the arch nut thingy that I saw before. What's this one like? Produces fruit with high levels of capsaicin, which helps raise body temperature and stimulates blood flow. Interesting. Aww. That sounds like something that's worth collecting then. And how much space does that take up? Okay, they're 2 each, so yeah, grab a few of those. Save at least one for the trip home. What have we here? Oh, it's a directional beacon from the thing. The what's that? Something scannable just popped up here. What was the scannable thing? Ore vein. Oh, okay. I wasn't even sure what it was I was supposed to be clicking on there. I think this recording is going to go well over 3 hours. Oops. Didn't really intend that, but resources behind loose rock. I mean, resources behind loose rock is sort of could have been the name of this game, you know, Subnautica in general, because like limestone outcroppings, sandstone outcroppings, shale outcroppings, all the outcroppings have resources behind them. Pathfinder tool. Is that what these were pointing to? They're gone now. They were just there to guide me to itself. Place notes to mark your path. Retrace your steps with ease. Cool. Don't want to take too long. Use a silver. That's, you know, those things I was worried about not getting enough of. So that's cool. Okay, I don't want to drop down from a height like this. Not because I'm worried about damage or anything. I'm concerned about being able to get back up again. I want to make sure I always have means back. All right. Let's just leave that like it looks like. So back here, this is the same Aurora Borealis. Oh, it's gorgeous. That's really neat. That's a nice addition to the game. That's a real life phenomenon on Earth too, in Arctic regions. Frosted sinew tree. How do I get up here?
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Oh man. I want to explore. Doesn't seem to be hurting me. I don't know how actually dangerous it is. I can at least read up on the frosty sinew tree, or whatever it's called. Frosted sinew tree. Frosted tree is a large plant that collects bits of snow along its thick red stems. Snow is 90% air and Snow is 90% air and can provide insulation, which helps prevent the formation of ice crystals in more vulnerable intersections of the tree. The surface of the snow eventually hardens into a layer of ice, but it still prevents the body of the plant from reaching dangerously cold temperatures. So it's sort of like the igloo principle. Okay, well, it looks like that dangerous weather did not last long. Saw something scannable here a second ago. Ah, frost vase plant. Lots of neat new stuff here. Hoping there'll be some hints of what you know. Hints about what
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
gosh darn it. Hints about what Sam was working on here. Spy pangolin fragment, there you go. What's this?
New technology acquired.
Hey look, I can't, if I could crouch I could go in here. Shoot. I was just about to say, oh crap, my temperature's really dropping, and then just then the well-timed vent. This place looks really vast, and I was hoping this would be like a quick jaunt out and then, you know, end the episode and so on. The hail isn't actually damaging me, by the way. Does it pose some other risk? Like, does it damage my equipment or anything like that? refresh my temperature here. Getting pretty hungry. Yeah, I have a nutrient block and a cured peeper, so I'm not too worried about I'm not going to die from it or anything, but it is a reminder that I do need to get moving and find whatever it is I came here to find. Which snow fox fragment. It's a little warm over here. Maybe I'll take advantage of that to read stuff. I'll look at the log later, but I am curious to know what. Oh, camp conviction of non-potable water. Okay. Non-potable, darn. Spy pingling! There's natural ground habitats is too small for humans. So Necrolax let the robot do the hard work. Okay, so it's like basically a remotely controllable thing, or maybe it's autonomous. Self-destruct option in case of danger or immobility. Armed with 3-pronged claw for picking up samples. Fully detachable cam with 180-degree rotation to observe spy plane and surrounds. Ah. Huh. Remote controller for operating distance up to 80 meters away. Atmosphere dependent. This is all pretty neat. Research created a waterproof edition of the spy plane was halted due to compliance concerns. Currently in contact with water will result in complete system failure. Okay, so this is purely above ground machine. And what about this thing, the Snow Fox? Ooh, one-person hover bike. Faster over a wide variety of terrain. Jump on it, just don't try to take it over water, okay? Will make you look cool. Like a vehicle at rapids in its headlights. Lovely. I'm gonna nom this. And drink this. Yeah, I think it looks like water's gonna be my limiting region in terms of staying out here. Body heat plus 31. Food 12, water 12. Nice. Food, water, and warmth. Nice little pepper. Dude, is that one of my, yeah. Okay, yes, that's the one for the landing pad, okay. Okay, alright, I really need to...
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
There we go. That's the phi symbol. I was saying before I had trouble remembering which one is which.
Phi Robotics. This is where Sam worked.
Mm-hmm. Which apparently later got closed down. I mean, before they closed everything down. Snowbox hover pad fragment. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for
New blueprint synthesized.
the new blueprint. Synthesized? That's the new wording now? Robotics Center. Darn it, there's so much to explore here. And Like, it looks like this, yeah, this is like a really vast place to explore here, and didn't even get to the alien distress call origin thingy. Magnetite. This is why I was keeping my inventory available. Huh. I see it. I see there's one last piece there, and it's just out of reach, looks like. Come on. Propulsion cannon. Are you serious? I actually can't reach it? How much did I get? About 4 pieces. Can finally make that scanner HUD chip thing. And scanner range upgrades as well while I'm at it. That'll be nice. How do I get up there? Looks like it's all broken up. Is there a cave in or something go wrong? Trademark. Oh, sorry. How long has this been? Hold on. It's like 3 hours, 17 minutes. There's a lot to explore here. Maybe as much as I prefer to, like, in principle, return home in between, you know, at the end of the sessions. Maybe it's just as well I end this here and resume the exploration of Phi Robotics when I get back the next session. I think that would be best. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this recording now, because I'm betting that there's a lot of really interesting stuff to be found here, and yeah. And some implied story beats just in the fact that they built Phi Robotics on top of this alien facility. I mean, that huge cable going out into the water from underneath it. I mean, it's not like they didn't know about it. They had to have known about it, right? They had to have known that they built their robotics facility on top of this alien facility. They must have found something there that they were basing their studies on. I mean, Sam said that she couldn't talk about what it was that she was doing, what she was building there. So, yeah, interesting. You can get some ideas of what Sam was up to in her final days. I'm sure we're not going to find any definitive answers or anything, but I'm sort of expecting or hoping that we're going to get some kind of clues about what went on. But yeah, yeah. This episode was mostly base building, inventory management, and stuff. But I did finally get out to do some real stuff in the end. Yeah, I didn't even get to what I really theoretically intended to with the, but whatever. Yeah, but yeah, just more stuff to look forward to. So until next time.